Yo, I'm King Renaissance, and this is my brand new cooking channel, Cooking with Renaissance. All right, on this channel, it's going to be a little bit different because I will be doing relationship and love videos in addition to the food. So it's going to be conversations over great food. Today, I'm going to do a seafood macaroni. It's really just a shrimp macaroni. I don't have a recipe for it yet. I'm just doing it off the whim, and I'm hoping that it comes out good. If it does come out right, I will tweak the recipe. I will post it again to make it better, and I will put all the ingredients and everything. All right, so I got my water here boiling, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw my elbow noodles inside the water. Uh-oh. All right, so while that is going, I have about a pound of white shrimp. I've cleaned them, deveined them, patted them dry so I don't have all the water in the pot. I'm gonna go ahead and add about one or two, probably 1 tablespoon of this spice blend by Gourmet Collections called Seafood Spectacular. I'll be right back. All right, so I just did 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna do a couple splashes of olive oil here. I'm gonna mix this up real good, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'll put the shrimp there, get them cooking. All right, and let's go ahead and drain this noodles. All right, I put about 3 tablespoons of butter, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of pepper. But I went low with the salt because I can always bring it up, but it's hard to bring it down. You know, you can basically ruin a dish by putting too much salt in it. So we're gonna basically go with a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this, and I'll be right back. All right, so now I'm gonna put in 2 cups of mozzarella. I'm gonna mix this up. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So I decided to go with a bigger pot because my stuff is spilling. That's Colby Jack. That's a cup. All right, I'm dropping in a cup of mild cheddar. We'll be back. I'm gonna mix in 3 large eggs that I beat. I also removed that membrane out there, that sperm-looking thing. I don't like that, so I took that out. Let's mix this all up. All right, we're gonna add in 2 cups of half and half. Go ahead and add a 4 tablespoons, a teaspoon of seasoning salt. Mix that up. I'm gonna add some more black pepper. All right, I believe that this is ready for the oven now. Okay, so make sure you don't overcook your shrimp. They do need to be cooked. I thought I saw a video with somebody putting them in there raw. I would not do that. Now, if I did this again, I would do probably 2 pounds of shrimp just because I'm a shrimp lover, because I really want to put the shrimp in their whole. But because I don't feel like I have enough shrimp, I went ahead and cut them up into pieces. All right, we're gonna mix that in real good. I kind of want, I would want enough shrimp to be in every single bite. I could have put it in the food processor that I got. I think this is good enough. So ladies, when y'all say it's supposed to sound like macaroni, this is what y'all talking about? I had to put it in the cast iron, and you can see it spilling out of this one. I really should put it inside my bigger cast iron because I don't want to, when it probably will rise a little bit. I don't know. I'll be back. All right, so I'll just put some mozzarella around the sides because I ran out of the mild cheddar. I'll put the mild cheddar in the middle. And we're gonna go ahead and use some sweet smoked paprika on top, just for color. Give it that pretty color. So while that is cooking for 45 minutes, go ahead and take care of your dishes and get those out of the way. That way, when you're done, all you gotta do is eat. All right, so who am I? I'm Renaissance Hamilton. I'm from New Jersey originally. I reside in one of the suburbs of Atlanta. I've been here about 15 years. I've been married twice, divorced twice. First marriage lasted 10 years. The second marriage lasted a little over 5. I'm not jaded though. I'm not jaded. I still believe in love and relationships. Unfortunately, I had to learn some things the hard way because I didn't have a lot of people to teach me the right things, right? So I like to use the analogy that relationships are a lot like like a job, right? This job that you ever, I don't know if any of you guys ever did a job that you looked at the job description and you knew that you were not qualified for that, but you did it thinking that you could probably learn how to do the job, right? Because that's how jobs used to do back in the day. You would go to a job, you wouldn't know anything. They would train you. Companies don't do that anymore. Now you got to have the degree or some kind of background in it. Relationships are similar in that way. A lot of people like the idea of marriage and want to be married, but they don't understand that it's one of the hardest things you can do. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying that, like if I was dating a woman, right? If I was just dealing with a woman sexually or a couple of women, that's easy. I only have to present myself in the best light, keep my hair cut, keep my face all trimmed up, dress nice, and take them out and have an amazing time every time. And when it comes to sex, just make sure that I put it down that way in the bedroom. And I only got to be great in the time that she's seeing me. When you are inside a relationship with someone, you can't have a representative. Like eventually, your representative can only show up so long before the real you comes out. Normally, that happens when you start to get comfortable with the person, and when that happens, then the real you shows up, and then they decide that they don't like the real you, because this whole time you haven't been the real you, you've been the fake you. So, man, I've learned so much about relationships, and I just want to share it and to be transparent. And I know, like, I see people sometimes, like when Steve Harvey, I feel bad because like when he puts stuff out there, people really be hating on it. Like they'll say things like, man, he's had 2 failed marriages. Why would we listen to him? That's exactly why you should listen to him. Number one, he's being transparent and telling you about mistakes he's made. He's telling on himself. And then, okay, so like we can make mistakes all day long, but are you going to learn from the mistakes? So I learned from my mistakes in my marriages and things like that. I learned so much, man. So I'm still working on a relationship book. And I've been thinking about doing a cookbook too, as I'm tweaking all my recipes and getting better and things like that. So I'm hoping that this channel will be a little bit different, because it's not just cooking and it's not just relationships. It's a little bit both. As the COVID restrictions kind of lighten, I'll be probably cooking for people, and like a group of people will have like, a couple guys and girls will be eating and talking just about love and relationships. Don't give up on love. Don't feel like because you've had these failed relationships that that there's no hope for you, because there is. It's just all about finding the right person, understanding love language, keeping a positive attitude, all of that stuff. All right, so in a few more minutes, the dish will be done, and I'll show you the dish, and that'll be it for this video. The next video I'll do, it'll actually be a recipe that I created. It's something that I'm more comfortable doing, so I'll do one of those. All right, and this is how it came out. I'm gonna let it cool down for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna cut into it and serve myself some. All right, let's see what this is hitting on. I put some cracked black pepper on there. I don't like the pepper dust. It gotta be cracked black pepper. Maybe I'm bougie, I don't know. All right, where's the shrimp at? There's a little piece of shrimp. Let's get some of this crust. Let's see. This is really good. Next time I'll probably have the lobster meat. And this is almost perfect, man. I'm impressed at myself. Listen, I'm just kidding. Again, I'm King Renaissance, aka Renaissance Hamilton. You can also find me on Instagram as King Renaissance. On TikTok as King Renaissance. And if you like what you saw, click subscribe. The videos will be better quality in the future. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.